Jerry, I have a question. I ask you about a church practice that I believe has no New Testament basis, which is tithing.
Ooh, yeah.
What do you think about New Testament tithing and how people teach it, and if that is even a real thing?
You're right. It's not in the New Testament. The only reference in the New Testament is Jesus talking to Pharisees, who were the Jewish leaders in the Old Covenant. So that is not applicable. There's no examples of the early church doing it, no examples of teaching in the early church to tithe.
Is it Malachi? Is that?
Yep, that's Old Testament. The test me in this. Yeah, that's one of those, when you start scratching that one, you're like, there's no way to defend the way this is taught. And yet I just found it's one of those like sacred cows in the church. Don't talk about it. Don't address it, because we need to keep the lights on.
Do you think it's manipulating people then to keep teaching it?
The way it has been explained to me by other pastors is that if we don't teach this, the church will cease to exist. So it's like we have to keep teaching this as it is. So I don't even think it's like, this is what works, this is how we fund it, and we teach it.
So if they were to go just give generously, the fear would be that people wouldn't give, and then their buildings, the staff salaries, stuff like that would start to go away.
So I had this conversation one time where I challenged a pastor, and he said, so you think someone could follow the New Testament guidelines and give less than 10%? And I said, yeah, they could also give more. Like there's no percentage. And that was the deal breaker in the conversation. I was like, well, if it's less than 10, then I can't even entertain this argument. Because you got to realize all the budgets are currently built on this framework of 10% of whoever gives. So if you lose it, it's the same with churches losing tax exempt status, like this fear of everything would shut down. But yeah, it's like the financial model is problematic.
I bet there's a lot of people out there who really just can't give that amount of their income and probably feel really, really bad about themselves over this.
Which is sad, because the New Testament, like the idea of being a cheerful giver, there's no percentage. So you should be able to say, this is what I can bring, and be stoked about it, and not the sense of it's not 10%. Or there are people I think should be able to give way more than 10% and who don't, because they think, I'm faithful, check the box, I did my tithing. And it's like, you have way more that you could give, but if you're in that mindset, you don't. So I think it hurts people both ends of the spectrum.
I don't want to get into it because we're short on time, but then that goes to, what is the church doing with the dollars they're receiving, and if that's worth giving to. All right, bye.